We will take the breaks in between for any time, 1 hour, 30 minutes roughly. First part we do a bit quicker, then we take a break, then just 10 minutes, make yourself tea, coffee, then we start with the break again.
So which choice would you recommend to anyone? Partly trained, fully, or
I think partly train, as I said, there is nothing wrong, but with the partly train, you can never go wrong to find the goals. So, for example, if somebody done the first 2 hours moving and stopping, or let's say cockpit and control, next 2 hour he done moving and stopping, next 2 hour he done left turns, next 2 hour he did one. So he never done anything after this. So that means you will never go roundabout, you never go dual carriage, you don't even use mini roundabout, large round because you never done it.
15 hours trained?
Just count like that because in the DVSA they used to have a pattern like a content list. Even on the government website, they have like a checklist that this is what you have to cover in your learning schedule. Or if you go for, let's say, I didn't get that book. So, for example, we get the book called Learn to Drive.
Yeah.
Same like that book is called Learn to Drive. In Learn to Drive book, they also have page by page. So you can even use page by page. Okay, today we done this. Next day we're gonna do teach you this. Next time I'm gonna teach you this. So you just go page by page. That's also acceptable because that's Learn to Drive.
So that means it depends what is the goal you take,
Yeah.
even if it's part trained or if it's on the.
Sometimes the good thing about the partly trained, he don't know his goal.
Mhm.
You know his goal.
Yeah.
He's not on the stage yet to tell you what I need to do. You will tell him, okay, last time we finished the lesson having these mistakes. I think we better revise that mistake. Or if you have any issues with the last one, should we continue to the next one? Where we end up last time, should we continue from here? So majority of the time with the partly trained, you the one who set the goals. And it's acceptable. Because sometimes that student don't know what goal he need to make. So that's why the this person is very better for you.
By the way, if you have party training
Mhm.
and he passed at the actual second, he is full license.
Yeah. You can do that one as well. So if somebody start learning with you, as I said, if he pass, he maybe pass with a minor mistake.
Okay.
Then you can use that sheet and say he passed with these mistakes. Have you heard sometime when the examiner make the student pass, and then he say, okay, it's congratulations, you passed the test today. It was a little bit some faults on your midfield. I'm sure your instructor will go with you. So that means they did not say that don't do it.
Okay.
They said you to just discuss other ones. Sometimes maybe have three minors on one column, but still pass, or three meeting situation, or sometimes you can see 1, 2, 3 for progress, 1, 2 for hesitation. So five in the same column, but total result pass because he done it, but he managed. So that means that can be a lesson for him even he passed. Then he class as a full license holder new. New person normally can come back to you for learn something. But full license holder experience, why is coming to you? That's a question.
Yeah.
Why? Who do you think like that? If I drive for 10 years, and you guys are an instructor, what can be a reason for me to come back to you guys?
It's not good. It's just
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, one reason maybe my company sent me to you.
No.
Maybe I hit by company car and company car said now go and take lesson. Or maybe the good thing is ban. Yeah, we get a lot of call from Bradford. We got ban, extended touch like that. So when we get the ban, that's the reason now. To drive, I lost my license. I got banned. I did new theory test. I need a new lesson. Now I'm going back again. Okay, he got the reason. But now his ability, his experience is gone different level. You have to teach him a different level. And secondly, why he got banned, that can be a main thing you don't want him to do again. So you have to change his minds mindset, you can say.
Mindset.
You don't want to get banned again. Why you get banned last time? Or because I was speeding. Okay. How you can control your speeding? Oh, I did not know that road was going to be that speed, and by the time I look, I already have flashed. Okay. How we know what's the speed of the road if you go to the new area? Then you help him learn about these things, these things. Then it becomes his right goal, keeping his past problem in mind, and then choose the goal, choose the lesson, give him. Then he class as a full license holder new. Even he's partly trained or trained, but if he lost the license, technically he called as experienced person now. It's not a full license, but it's still class as an experienced guy. Maybe he tick trained guy. Don't say full license because you don't have the full license. Maybe he tick there, but how he's going to see your license is like a full license. So that person have a lot of background at the back. So with the partly trained, you have less background. So if somebody comes to you for 6 hours only, you have little background only,
Mhm.
very little. Future, you don't have to talk to him because you have no idea about it. You're not going to talk about roundabout, dual carriage. You have no idea how to talk about it. So you're just simply talking what you have done in the past, in this last 6 hours, only 6 hours. What we're going to do today, and what he cannot do it, you will say, "I take responsibility." First of all, you also don't take them there which he can't do it. So your route planning will be so what he can do. So never go mini roundabout, never go dual carriage, never go traffic light junction, maybe never go hard ones because you never done it.
Yeah, I think to identify which is a partly trained and the fully prepared for the test, maybe I'm struggling to identify which level is. So if someone took like 15 hours,
Hmm.
then can we classify he's nearly to the finish,
Partly trained, yeah.
take the test, but
Yeah.
didn't book yet.
Hmm.
So can you present him as he's trained or partly trained?
If they train guy is something where you finish all the topics with him.
Okay.
So let's say if you got content list, you finish all the topic, that means it's more trained now. So you can choose more advanced route for him, like a test where he can go everywhere easily. But now the main issue, more you go different places, more chances gonna do the fault. Let's say if you're going to teach somebody in the month of January, then you today is July. What he learned in January, he have long history. He's get bit like independent. So he's less chance he's gonna do the mistake. But maybe you something you have teach him recently,
Yeah.
maybe a week ago. And if you think I'm gonna use that route, but on the route he's gonna do the mistake because he's not that skilled to do it. So that's why choosing the right student with the right level is one of the best choice first. Now the problem is we keep teaching, we keep busy in the daily basis life, work, and plus the problem of the date. The dates are getting, majority of the PDI why they're failing. That's another reason these days. I'm not saying I'm going to blame anybody, but that's another reason. They don't have the date. The dates go on hold, and they say, okay, when I get the date, I will take the lesson. I will go, and they stop the lessons and they just carry on doing daily basis lesson like that. And then one day you get the email, they give you the date. Now you're short of the period. Now you're trying to study same time, you want to do it, and the guy you was thinking before for the like who will go with you, he's gone now. Now you have to find the new guy, and now you're rushing. You want to make a plan, and all you want to do is a test, like any other plans. If you don't have a plan, you know it's going to end up wrong. It's a common thing. Now, in reality, when they give you the badge, for example, the badge to use it, they want you to use in the same order daily for 6 months maybe. And they say ideal is first 3 months after you go for first attempt. So first 3 months you use it. Then in case you don't pass, you use another month for second attempt. Use another month. So you will stay in one badge in 6 months. But because we don't get the date, it's not happening. When the time we guys done it, it used to be like I think my pink badge was uh, I used it for 3 months only. I didn't even use completely because the date was there. I gone into it. I got the date. I book it. I just prepared it. I went. I did first and pass done. I didn't even use the full six because date was there. And when I was using it, I just tried to use what they're telling me. I was trying to apply the same thing on every student, every student, every student. That's called preparation for me now. But in reality, as I said, what happened? We just do the lessons. We don't do the practice in the same order. We do the practice bit close to the test. Now, because we done something recently, we're not going to be 100% good in this. This is why when we go for the test, we get a little bit problem because we're trying to do one simple example. Let's say scaling. You never do scaling with the students never know how to do the scaling, and the day on the test when you talk about scaling it looks new to the student and is also look new to your mouth because this is the first time you're doing it. So let's say somebody say about the scaling, okay, I would like you to scale for me please, and the student are like oh from 0 to 10 where 10 is, I can tell you it's the first time you also speaking the same, you're not used to. I got this paper for example here somewhere. It will come about. So let's say this one. Sometimes they have pre-cards like scaling, or you can use some kind of paper where you can use black markers like that and just try to do with them with a lamination. Okay, today you're here, tomorrow you're here. Start of the lesson we are here. When we finish, we are here. So that kind of scaling. Let's say if you already have the chart and say, okay, this is zero, and that's you want to go Z. This is like 100%. Yeah. So where you are now, can you tick for me, please? And then after that, you say, okay, this is the start now. And when we will finish, I will. Now where you are now? I think I'm just a little bit here. Before I was here. Okay, so you go further for your learning a little bit. Don't worry if you can't do it completely. Yeah, I think I learned something. Okay, which part you learn? And that's where is the reflective load starts then. Then you say, okay, what went well today? Then you start asking. Now, if you have the same clue card in your car again, let's say you can even try to make like laminations like that and just use the same clue cards, print it out, laminate it, and looks like it's being used every day. Okay, so can you tick me where you stand today in your scaling? Let's make a dot or tick. Okay, I'm here. Where you want? Okay, okay, we will refer this back when we come back. You was here where you are now. I think I'm still on the same place. The learning did not take place. Okay, what stop us not to take place? Or because we end up having another problem and we were sorting out that problem and that's why. Okay, so you can't say learning is not take place, learning take place, but not in that topic because we had a new topic in the beginning and then we have a new topic and then we do it. Okay, like a grow. If the examiner can see is growing, you're planting, you're giving didn't take place. You come back with the same level, then you're just managing going left, right, managing your levels and nothing happened. Okay. So let's go that one. Just go because you're doing this cable, that's why it's getting a little slow to use. There we go now. Okay, let's start with that page now. Yeah. So we got this mark sheet. So we got the beginner. This is stop doing the beginners now. Just go for this, and this is the best for you. But this is also okay for you. This is your one. If you have a student from the beginner level now, luckily he passed before your test date came up, he still can be a student. You know him from the day one. Okay, he's a full license holder, newly passed. Okay, why he's coming? Oh, because he have still limited practice of sat nav driving. He have limited practice driving independently. He have limited practice about driving faster routes alone. So we decided that we're gonna give him more chances to drive faster routes. Or he want to test one of the place where he go every day, like hospital, schools, or something. So he can come back. Technically, you can say it's like a pass plus course. You finish the test, now pass plus, giving him extra skills like look far, pick the sign early. If you don't see the sign, see the type of the road, nature of the road, and feel what you're gonna get now. Or you're going to the bend, what you think the speed gonna go up or low. I think there will be a sign of low. Okay, see if you can find any. So you go one level up to teach learners. So then these three still possible. This, and this. Now, second thing about this one, lesson theme. Sometimes people are worried about the lesson theme that you have to choose the lesson theme. Let them take. It's not your duty. Last time, this one, like we said, okay, we're going to do awareness planning with taking instruction because they maybe feel is instruction. You're teaching them instruction. Eye contact with the people. Should I go? Should I wait like that? Okay, I'm not worried about. I'm worried about my score. If they don't find anything here, they will say other. And the real thing is, this sheet is not up to date for a long time. They don't like having a maneuver. So this is taking your space. Commentary drive, hardly people are doing commentary drive. Commentary drive, sometimes even the part two people don't do it and they don't force you to do it. So that can be skipped. They don't want you to do the emergency brake exercise in the part. So all these three lines going waste. Motorway is the waste. Nobody is doing motorway. So you only have limited things to choose. But student is not limited to learn. He have different problems. So never choose from the list. You just tell the examiner, this is my student, he done this one. Give it down whatever they want to write it down. You just ignore that part. But don't try to choose. Go.
So, so, so if I choose mini roundabouts, it's not there.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, he will just type here roundabout. He will say other roundabouts. Roundabout is one of the very common one people use. So they're just gonna write in others roundabout.
What about effective use of mirrors?
And one of the good thing about the effective use of mirror lesson, you start teaching everybody mirror signal routine as a first thing to learn in the driving. Mirror signal maneuver. So that's why mirror is something you have to teach him. Is important also from now up till his real life independent to the test, his real life, and mirror give you the problems, and you know mirror is one of the top failing. You can see this student have a problem with the mirror, that means he have problem with other things also, signal, position, speed, and look. And if not sorting out the mirror first, there's nothing he can go further.
Okay.
So that means you will take more responsibility to help him out with the signal, position, kill the speed, small the gear, look properly, assess, then decide and go. So that's another easy job sometime that you see straight away can say, okay, I'm trying to teach him his MSPSL routine and he can't do the first job properly. So we decided we're not going to move further unless we don't do it. So I'm going to guide him, then prompt him, then I'm making him independent. If we achieve, we go to the next level to combine the mirror signal position. But by the time he's doing this, what we have decided, me and my student, that I take full responsibility to help him out with the other stuff. So he can focus on one thing first. And you just have to go a little bit deep in the chapter. Deep in the chapter means then you talk about mirror before signal, mirror before change of direction, mirror before change of speed, what is the consequences of not using the mirrors, what can happen if you take the risk and forget it, what is my type of the mirrors, why I'm looking mirrors, why am I looking blind spot, what if the other guy missed the mirror, do you really want to go from there, or you want to make sure he's looking at you, we want to, so then you go deeper and deeper and deeper, so make him grow, grow, grow. But you can't tell him everything in the same time. You just say one, 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 and one. Okay. So it's jumping too much.
So that checklist, do we need to say it to show the examiner exam yesterday?
Which one?
The-
No. This sheet
This is just for you.
they when they don't bring it. This is the sheet you get marked down on.
Just for you.
Yeah. So it's just for us. They don't even bring this on the test day
Okay.
because this one they fill later. First, what they do, they just come with the notes. just simply pen and paper, and they keep writing down whatever you do, and they have different ways, different style. So last time I was having a chat, and on the examiner one, they sometimes do like a column system as well. Okay, so then I can say 1, 2, 3. So if you're doing something for the first time, at least I've seen one time. Or maybe say, okay, he done this part, lesson planning, goal. I can see, okay, but the lesson change. Okay, he done it again. The lesson change, he done it again. Lesson change, he do it again. It's good. So he's gonna keep making a note. More evidence he see, then he will say, okay, I will go back and write it down the story. So because they want to watch you more than writing too much. So they have their own way to make minimum to write and look you more guys rather than like writing. I tried because I have to go deep discussion, remember that when we done it. I normally do more because I want to not to forget and I want to talk to you. You said this to guide, should have done it. Then I'm making like a reference points to do that. But they just simply write, they pile up their notes and then they go and do it. Sorry about guys, it's just when I do it, it do too fast. When I do slowly, it do too slowly. So that's the reflective log we have. So went today. Now reflective logs, there are two kind of reflective log. Try one for you, one for your student. Try to print out the pages and write it down with your student in advance like that. Okay, guys, this is the end of your lesson today. What went well today? What did not go well today? What you like to improve next time? Okay, what is your thinking about here? What we should do it? Like, can we improve this time? Okay, next time we will do this, remind me about this, like that. So make some kind of a clue card like that and just give them every time and keep one for yourself. Today, by the time I was teaching the student, I was in the situation where I think I need to speak better, I need to speak early, you also reflect yourself as well. So you give lesson, give yourself 5 minutes to reflect your performance today. You go in somebody's house, give them 1 hour lesson, finish the lesson, now mirror yourself and say, I think I did not give him good lesson. I should have taken him there. I think I can take him here. I think I gave him last minute, and that's why he was about to hit the car. But actually, it was me. Okay. So you try to reflect yourself also. This is why when you go for the test, examiner will ask you, "Do you have your reflective logs?" So then, when they say you have reflective logs, that's what they mean. Okay. So
So they do ask about that.
yes, it's like your this page
Is it, I mean, at the
logbook. Yes or no?
ठीक है.
And they will not fail you when you don't have it. Do you have any log? When there's a logbook, like me logging your reflecting log. Why? Because if they already gave you online, you can't say which one. Sorry, I don't know. Which reflective log? My company did not give me. My instructor did not give me. I don't know about it. They say we don't need anything. If we gave you the guidance to follow, then mean you did not follow it. Now, some questions are very technical questions. If you don't have the logbook in the beginning, when you're going to finish your last line, now start reflecting your student. I know you don't have no paperwork. If you don't have paperwork for yourself, because you're technically using the same paper, one for you, one for him, then I expect on the last you have no paper, because if you don't have paper in the beginning, you have no paper in the last. So then when you're going to reflect to your student, you're just gonna do verbally, or you maybe I can tell you're doing it for the first time. For this student.
And they ask you about this in the office. At the
In the
start.
beginning, yes. When you go with your test, sometimes let's say your license, your PDI license, they say okay, he's in the car. Sometimes I say just take it out, show them because it's in the front screen, and he's gonna sit at the back. So that's why it's better. Take it out, go with you. I normally say people just go with the book like that, just keep in the book. Sit down with your book, which means your log and reflective log. Take it out, show it, display it, start your lesson.
The concepts out there, the log about only that one candidate, the one who's sitting in the car. So is that enough, or do I have to?
No.
take everything
One
and-
one logbook is, so for example,
No, just for that student is enough.
yeah, that not count as a logbook. You're talking about his progress card.
Yes.
Progress card. So then you just have progress card of that student.
That's fine.
So that's called typical reflective log.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Please consider filling this reflective log. It is yours to keep, and your comments may help you identify where you can make improvement in your performance. So they want you to see that you guys have done the work. Okay. And then this is a typical question, but there's a same question for your student. So you can print one for you, one for your student.
You should bring with you.
Or just try to do with the same thing with the same student week early, 2 weeks early, then on the day he doesn't look new thing to you. Or you can just introduce him and say, okay, from today we're gonna finish the lesson and we're gonna fill up what we have learned today, where we go well today, where we didn't go well today, and next time we can use this to see where we want to improve, and we can pick one of the topic to improve, and that will be the new goal for us today. And that way you have maybe 2 3 pages for the student, and you have your own one that I learned this today from my lesson. I need a new route plannings like that. Okay.
So, Qasim sir,
Hmm.
uh, a proper up-to-date this logbook about the learner.
Yeah.
So if we miss some minor details during the 1 hour test, so that book is going to reflect
Like,
a good thing. Let's say, for example, the lesson is about like mini roundabouts, and I found him that he's weak a little bit, only a little bit in the mirrors, but I don't alter.
No, then that's a risk then.
Okay.
That's a risk because that was one of the main thing to learn in the roundabout, that you must look mirrors, give proper signal, change the lines with the proper mirror signal like that. So that's one of the main thing for him. If you forget about it to address and continue the whole lesson without it, then you miss the main part. Only thing you can address later, which is like, so for example, you was telling him some information, and later on he decided with the student say, I think the following distance is about 70 road is about 150 centimeter. When we stop the car, I will just confirm with you. Then you can say, okay, Kasim, remember when I was talking about the 70 mile, I said about 96. Is my mistake is 95. Sorry about it. And that's the that you can do it. Then even you can say something wrong and correct it in the lesson in the last, then you. Somebody passed the test in Hay Hill about 3 weeks time. He said something wrong about 2+ lane. Used the word bus lane, but then he corrects straight away. Oh, my mistake. Sorry, it's not a bus lane. It's a 2+ lane. We are not using it now because we want to take a right turn, and that's why we can keep right. So like in the Hay Hill,
2+.
2+.
Around the road. I think
but he
around the
but
road.
he said bus lane first. First he said to the student, "We are not going in the bus lane." Then he realized, oh, it's not a bus lane. Then he correct. He said, sorry, it's not a bus lane, it's a 2+ lane, but we are not going there because we're going to take a right turning. That's the reason we are keeping right to go right. He managed. Examiner said, I gave you a nest number on that line, but just because you realized straight away and you did not let your student go with the wrong information from your lesson, that is why it's okay. We are human beings. We can say wrong, like left and right turn. End of the road, turn right. Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. We are not turning right. We turning left. So end of the road, turning left. Sorry, turn. So now you're focusing too much on the left because you don't want him to go wrong. Even you said wrong in the beginning, but you managed. Then it's still okay. You don't get 3 number there, but at least you get 2 number there because you don't 100% done okay, but you managed. Okay. So try to write it down if you want. Just these main one. Make a columns, print out, and try to use it as much you can because this will help you the last line to work. When you will finish the lesson, simply print out the form.
Can you take picture?
Yeah.
Do we get these on
our phone, or
I can send you the
you
links.
send the link and then.
Are you going
Yeah.
to send that?
I can send you the links then.
Okay, then we
Yeah.
don't need.
Yeah, I can send you the link. Then you just go to, or if you want to just remember, just type it down 3.23 typical log, then you know
Okay.
which column and number are just going to look for. Sugar, if you're struggling, you want to come here?
Later on.
Okay, yeah. This is 3.23, yeah?
Yeah.
This is very important reflective logs, okay? Good?
Now,
Yeah, I will do it, yeah. So first thing is what went well today. So you talk about good things. Same thing before telling somebody a weakness, you talk about the strength. Your last turning was very good, just a little issue we need to solve. So that means first you praising them, that's good, and now you say what did not go well. So first what's go well, so you increase his confidence level that okay, it doesn't look like you drive about 45 minutes and you're coming back with the same issue.
Yeah.
So you say okay, you done good things, but little bit issues we had, and then now you write it down. What issues? Maybe the student say, "Oh, one time I should have do a gentle brake. My brake was little hard. One time I was by mistake give the wrong signal." And so anything, because that thing can be a good lesson for next time. If it's not a good lesson, at least that's something he can learn next time, or is good for you to keep an eye on him next time. If you done it today, he maybe can do it next lesson again, same issue.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then next time, what could I improve? Then you make some notes, and then you say, okay, let's move forward, and we go. It's just like a sample for that thing, yeah. So this is the mark sheet, and you already know the numbers like where you can get pass. 31 is the pass marks minimum. Up till 42 is B grade, and you must have to take minimum 31. Okay, it's very unlucky or lucky when you are exact 31. Whether I see people go very low, like 28, 27, 29, or they go normal like 34, 35, 33, 34. Very edge is very hard because how they design your lesson planning and teaching get bit parallel numbers. So that's why very, very careful in that part, yeah.
how it affects if you grade A or grade B in your license?
You know, like they give you same license. It used to be like that. Who get less numbers, they call you for the standard check more early.
Mm,
So let's say if you're 31, you may be going back again in 9 months
mm,
early. And if I got a little bit like 40 number, maybe they'll call me 1.5 year. And if I got more, they will call me after 3 years.
oh,
Before they give you the new badge, like a renew of the new badge, one time they call you. Okay. They did not call me for 4 years now.
mm.
5 years.
When do you
If you are on audit, yeah, because it's high, isn't it?
In audit, they call us more early. They used to call us for 2 years. Standard check 4 years, it's audit 2 years.
Okay.
But they did not call us. Why? No time. Still in the waiting, which is fine for us.
So the,
But now I'm not worried. I always say people don't get worried. Instead of running from the problem, learn your problem. You can't run from it. If you're gonna be in this job, they're gonna keep calling you back again, and then same pressure will come in your mind. I have to do another lesson, find a student. So if you learn once, believe me, you will say, okay, it doesn't matter. It's the first stage we get worried more, and believe me, who go for the standard check, they are worried also. It's not like they're not worried, but at least I can say they're not worried too much about failing. But if you go for the statistic, many instructor, even after working for 4 years, when they go for the standard check, they even fail first attempt, second attempt, and some of them even fail third attempt of the standard check. Now the question is how they survive 4 years on the road. It happened. It happened even. But first is very common standard check a fail first. Even fail two is also common. Even after the 4 years of normal teaching every day. So now think about your side now. as you're on the training side, you're not spending that much time on the road and you're not having that much clients also. When people are on the full license, maybe he's working full time every day, even the daily basis person cannot sort him out with the problems. I mean, he's just maybe doing a normal day teaching. So when he go back, same like a professional drivers. When you go back, you have a bad habits. So now when they start teaching as normal, they also have the bad habits. So that's where they fail. Otherwise, technically, technically it should be like that. You pass your first test, maybe 32 number. Next time, standard check, you improve yourself. This is what you do. They call CPD, continue professional development. You're developing yourself with different things. Then next time you go standard check, you taken some further development with practice. You got 36 number, and then next time you go 4 years again, you go 38. Next time 42. You increase, and one day you know how to do everything. That each time they call you, you are on the up levels. You never go down. So if somebody going down, then what's the reason? Then okay. Now we're going to start the 17 competency sheet. Going, I'm going this as a reading books to show you some pages, but we're going to use that as a government one by one. Yeah. So planning. Why they write it down planning as the first thing again? Without the plan, if you go for the lesson, you are already in the level you're getting failed. Because if there's no plan or last minute plan, same thing about the driving. Going to the roundabout, you want to go right side of the roundabout, you need to be in the right lane, you did not done it, you keep driving on the left lane for a long time, now you're getting closer, now you're thinking, let's change. Your plan last minute, what's the chances, what's the risk? High. So same thing over here, they're talking about the same thing. The purpose of all driver training is to assess and develop the learner skills, knowledge, and understanding in relation to content of the national highway standards, national standard for driver and riders, like for motorbike and the cars. Okay. Now this standard is where they give you the checklist, teach student about the cockpit, about bands, about this, about junction, about roundabouts, about maneuvering, about show me, maintenance of the car, like this. They give you some standard to teach them. So you are like a role model for them. But you can't teach what's not in the book. But easy thing is what's in the highway book. If you're teaching them, that means you're teaching at the right level. Okay. Now, the said research indicates that this is the best achieved by placing the client at the center of the learning point. Same thing. If the learning took place. Now, again, this is one of the issues. This is not your test. We have to forget. When you go for your test, you have to forget is my test. Is the client lesson which they are observing. Let's say I'm the father, my son is learning from you, you teaching him, and after today's 1 hour trial lesson, is like a trial lesson for 40 man. After that, I will decide I will pay you for 60 hours, 40 hours, like a lump sum money if you pass, if I'm happy with your trial lessons. But if you don't do it good, I will take away my offer. I will say, sorry, I'm changing my instructor, I'm not going with you because I think the trial lesson did not go well. And you're gonna ask me, can you explain me? I was thinking I was teaching your son very best. And then I said, thank you, you're teaching my son very best. But I was looking out of the window, there was a car on the right, and you keep telling my son, oh, change the lane, change the line. So you're gonna have one day gonna crash the car and my son gonna have accident or something. I don't want to send my son with you. Sorry. I don't think he was doing proper something. I think he was not a safe instructor. That is something examiner feel. Whoever is on the driver's seat is something like they relate to each other. And you are in the trial lesson, which is assessment. So I'm going to let you carry on, but I will say stop. So technically, when somebody fails, it's like a stop. You're not doing your job properly. But government say we give you 3 chances because it's not fair. That's why they give you 3 chances. But after that, they say no, you have to sort it out. So on the day, try not to think is your test. Don't think about yourself. Think about the person you are teaching, the best for him, value for him, and see that guy sitting at the back as an examiner is like assessment. So he's the one who's going to decide you are a good person for him or not. Okay. So this is what we call a client center, the process. Okay. So think of the client. The content of the criteria should be go down one by one. So that's the line number one now. So line number one, in this one, you get an examples even where you get three numbers, where you don't get three numbers. Okay. Now, for example, did the trainer identify the pupil learning goal and needs? First of all, lesson planning, which is the heading number one. Lesson planning, right? Before they say lesson planning, they said first you need to understand what the planning means. So when you understand what's the plan, let's execute the plan now. Then you go for that one. Now this is one of the duty you must have to do it. An examiner going to assess you on that one. So usually this process will take place at the beginning of the lesson. We used to have this 1 hour assessment before the lockdown. They shorted to 45. We used to spend about 10 minutes talking like that. But now we have to talk less. This is why they said do some work before you come to the test, and remaining as a summary, do it again in front of me. Because what you guys have talked before me, I don't know. So you have to give me an idea to make a proof you guys done it. So have to talk again a little bit like a summary to prove me. Okay. So usually this process take place is the beginning of the lesson. However, where the PDI and the people have been working together, who guy are you gonna work together? Beginner. So that means you know from each day, every day, you guys every day know. You guys already have the reflective logbook. You already done what did not go well in this lesson, which we can do better next time. So you have the page ready. You already know what you guys gonna do. This. Then system will be a little different now. This is why beginner, from the day one, it works much better with the proper works. Okay. So working together for some time prior to the standard check with part three, for example, they may be already laid down the basic structure of the pupil learning goal. This need to be taken in account when assessing the element. The basic structure again, reflective logs again, that you guys know what you need to do next time. So it's not like you guys are doing this for the first time. Okay. So if the PD had not worked with the pupil before, it is perfectly fine. Even we used to have a time for assessments, but we don't have this time now. So that means if you need to know his level, do the assessment before you come. So now if you go back again, his whole plan, going for assessment first, finding his proper problems, this is all you have to do before you see the examiners. So that's all goes under the heading of the planning. So if the PTI don't work with the people before, it's perfectly fine for them, okay? For the PTI to ask them to demonstrate assessment, but we don't do this now. This should be give the PTI a good idea of the people level of competencies and provide a basic of discussion for the people need, like what I need to discuss. But if you know him from the day one, you already know, okay? It is also important to remember that a better understanding of the people may be emerge as a lesson progress. Maybe he says something, do something. Same like saying different, doing different. Or maybe he's saying it and you think, okay, he's gonna do okay. But on the way he's not gonna do okay. The thing's gonna be different then, okay? It is also important to remember that a better understanding of the people may need to emerge. Follow that the criteria cannot be ticked off at the beginning of the lesson and then forget it. So that's one of the another example you have now, that they're not going to tick this in the start, that you find the goal or need or something. Okay. Now let's come to the example. For example, as an examiner observations lesson, they should be looking for indication, again, proof that the element which go make up to the low level, like low numbers or high level, are being demonstrated, that you guys are proving it, you're doing it. In the case, the sort of thing that would be give indication of the good one. That's the example now. If you're engaging the pupil to say what they want from the lesson, that means you will have more chances to get more number. So encouraging mean you don't say, okay, Kasim, we finished last time this one, let's do this one today. You're not encouraging me to say what to do. You're just telling me, oh, journalism. So you encourage people to say what you want to learn today. This is why that one question always comes the first one. What do you like to learn today? What do you like to do today? What's your goal today? What do you like to achieve today? Do you have any plan in your mind to do? How are we going to do this? Did you have anything planned? What you like to learn in lesson next 30 minutes? Or can I work on this, please? Okay, that's how the conversation start. This is why they said you must ask what they want. This is like a must job you have to do. But keep the habit. Every time you pick them in the start of the lesson, what do you like to do today? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. How about last time you was not doing a proper steering on the left turns? Let's sort out this. What do you say? Yeah, I understand. Okay, you can give choice if you don't have a choice,
Okay.
but you give him option first.
Yeah, it's better to have choice him.
Or maybe you finish my last lesson, I go home, I have an issue. I'm thinking about it all week, and I thought when I will come, I will tell my instructor, I think I didn't learn what you tell me last time. Can we do it again? Okay. Next is all about the good examples. If you do it, it's like three numbered examples. What the examiner says that if you do this, I'm happy. If early in the learning process, like means 5-10 minutes, ensure there is understanding about responsibility of the mix. Like in the beginning when they say, okay, we are going to do this for the first time, I will talk to you, I will guide you, instruction, blah blah blah. Or Kasim, we done this last time, we're going to repeat this now to make it more better. So how about I just prompt you some places and you try first. Okay, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it. Can you take responsibility fully? I take some. Early learning process. But again, this mark sheet is bit old. Is a bit old when it's 1 hour lessons. Now the problem is, it's not the learning process. They just want you to do before you start the lesson. And sometime in the first few minutes. So for example, you move the car. You say, okay, end of the road, you're gonna turn left, and then you say, okay, Kasim, we just going a little bit up the hill. So last time you was in the wrong gear. How about is this time you try the gear 2 to go uphill? And I will make sure that we do enough gas. So that means still class as early learning process. You just done first left. So still a learning process, you're making agreement like that. So that means the examiner want to see that you ensuring they have understanding how you guys gonna do this work and how you guys gonna manage the risk. So that means if you forget to talk, if you forget to question him, and you continue, and you think it's done, remember that bad thing again. If you think I've said him in the beginning of the lesson, I'm done. No, it's not done. He's gonna keep coming in all the time in your lessons, again and again. Keep asking student a question to ensure the understanding about the topic or anything is coming up on the way, like has a perception. Can you spot out the cycle on your front? Yes. Okay, because we never overtake this before, can you follow my instruction? Now start looking in the back mirror, reduce the speed. So that means you're taking a full responsibility and telling the student we're going to manage this cyclist now. Why? Because you know he never done it. Or you say, do you know how to overtake the cyclist? Yes. Have you done this before? Yeah, with my other instructor. Okay. What's the routine you follow? I'm gonna look this, mirror this, then make sure it's got plenty of room. What do you mean plenty of room? How much? About like half the car, or go past the line a little bit. Okay. So that means you're making sure he's understanding. How? By Q&A, question answer. Now I was having a PTI. He was getting a little bit confused. One I need to give question, one I don't need to give question. So he was asking me a question, and I said him, "Did you see me not doing it?" He said, "No, you was doing okay." Then I said, "You wasting your question on me, where you can utilize a different question, and then you say, 'Let me do this.'" So if I'm already slowing down, if you're watching my action properly, and you can see me slowing down for the traffic light, and that means I understand the sequence of the light. So why you have to tell me, okay, what light gonna come now? I said red. I thought he's asking me for a reason. Then he just asked me, he said, okay, good. Then he wastes his question. He's trying to do this. He tried to ensure my understanding of the light, but he using the wrong question in the wrong time. He maybe can ask me something which more relate to my risk problems. He can say, okay, Qasim, we're gonna have a lot of set of the lights, but one of the light have the different sequence. Do you know which light have the different sequence than other ones? I think the Pelican crossing. Well done, good. So you know what to do, Pelican. Yeah, just if it's flashing, keep moving. Perfect. Because I'm thinking every light will be same, but one light will be different. I can ask him this question early, so I can manage the risk. If you don't know, at least I can have a chance to talk about it. So that means I cannot stay quiet all the time. I need to think one step ahead where we are going and start talking about that in the way of question. You're not even telling him, okay, after this we go at the light. When it's red, you stop. When it's green, we go. Then we go to another light. Then if it's green, we go. I'm not learning. I'm not doing nothing. You're just telling me steps. But you change this in the question. What you do if you have a lot of lights? Just focus on everyone. Do you think you're going to be lucky that every light was going to be green light? No, I'm not a lucky person. Okay, so what do you expect? Some green, some are red. Okay, one is green. Are you going to speed your car to go, or you just keep normal speeds to go? I think same speed. Well done. Don't try to beat the light. Don't think it's going to change anytime soon. Let's go speed up. Now it makes sense why I'm asking you the question of the light. Because I'm trying to manage the risk. I don't want him to go. So my question should have a reason, not just question for no reason. Okay. Then I'm doing a question to checking the understanding as the lesson progress. So for example, guidance, then prompting. Then again I'm asking him, now do you understand what's the reason for us to check mirror before slow down? Oh yeah, I think that was a good example where I just have to look mirror and there was a car at the back, blah blah. Now we're gonna get another scenario where you take responsibility and do it by yourself. Okay, so that's how you can do this one as well. Now they say don't just throw the question. Don't forget he's going to give you answer. When he's giving you the answer, listen him properly. What he's saying. Why? Because you maybe have to change your plan now. Maybe he said something. Okay, do you know the difference of the light? I think they're all same. So that means he don't know. And now you worried about if I go there on that light, then he if he think all same, he's gonna think like, oh, just go. Because he don't feel the difference. That means after listening the answer, what he's saying, my plan change. What I'm doing, what I'm saying, what I want to say, what question I want to do, all change. Because he gave me the answer which don't want or that's don't know I want it. Take notes of the body language, that's the pupil action. All styles. Okay? All styles. So if the PTI encourage the people to say what they want, ask question to check their understanding, at the beginning and as the lesson progress as you go on. Yeah, listen what he say, pick his body language, they're more likely to get 3 number. They're doing the job properly. So that means you go proper checklist as examiner to prove it as your this one. So if I see you doing all this work, then I will say, okay, he done this, done this, done this, done this. He was asking questions, he was listening, he was watching, he was managing race, he was making sure. Okay, then I've got a lot of proof in that topic to give you 3 over here. But if I see anything missing, which they're going to give you the examples now, then same thing, opposite, I will go down. So it's like a checklist, something you must do to prove yourself. But if you do this every day, you don't have to remember it. This is why you get the patch. This is why they want you to do the practice. Try to do this every time, every day. Count yourself. Same thing like end of the road, turn left. Don't you count mirror, signal, position, see, 5 things. So when you do this kind of lesson to the student, then you count these things also in your fingers. I need to ensure, I need to watch him, I need to ask him a question to check his understanding. I need to make sure I listen what he say, because after his answer I have to maybe do another question or change something. Then you are counting in your finger. I've done everything. You've done everything. Why you worried? You are okay. Okay. Now, if on the other hand, if you don't do the good listening bits but fail to spot out the learner getting a tense, nervous, which is common for part 3, when you take them first time in front of somebody, they show you a different personality. So that's why they said you maybe have to spot out they're not the same person, they're doing a little bit different than they do with me every time. Then on the other hand, you did a lot of things, but something you missed, like nervousness, particle situation. So even you drop yourself this away. Okay, you done something. Okay, I'll drop your number because you've done something but not complete. Even missing something, you shift into the other level. He was going in 100% level, but you done something less than 100%. You go to the other level. Sometimes you get result and you say, I done very well. Yes, you did. You pass. You did. Not 100%. Okay, you did, but not 100%. But missing one thing is not a problem unless you're doing a lot of things. Okay. Now they would have demonstrated their understanding of the needs, listen, etc., but have not developed their ability. Like you done everything but don't change anything. Like he gave you the clues, you can't see his clues. That way you got it. Now they're giving the example, the bad one, bad examples. If you start making assumptions, I don't have to ask him. I teach him last week. You should remember. We just done it 1 hour before. I don't have to talk about it. I never seen you doing 1 hour before. You just came to me in your test just now. So where is the proof? You may be making assumption. You're just thinking, I teach him 1 hour before, he's gonna do okay. But in front of me, you never done anything. So how I know that student gonna do it? You just simply do this job then. Okay, Qasim, before coming here, I take you to the mini roundabout and I'll see you going left and straight very easily without my help. Do you want to go to the mini roundabout without my help again, left and right? And right one, you never done it. Right, I help you. What do you say? Yeah. So left and straight, I do myself, right, you help me. Perfect. Just ask me. It don't take that long, but don't assume. So opposite now. Something to do, like a do, don't. Right? Don't assume about their understanding or experience. Experience it. Check it. And how they say you check it is ask question. Do you know how to overtake the cyclist? Yes. Okay. Just okay. Where is checking? You ensure, but where is checking? How are you gonna do it? Oh, by the mirror signal. What do you mean mirror signal? Which mirror signal? Oh, means you go one step ahead, even you listen the answer even. Because even you say mirror signal, you're making assumption. Which mirror signal, left or right? So you come to the right point and say like that. So if you do assumption about the understanding, you're losing numbers. To stop this, ask question.
What about if we are looking the people what's doing when he's overtaking the cycle? What do? I have to check my mirrors. Then,
Yeah, you can say like you can even say then after this.
okay, you
Or-
have to ask him, watching him if he see his mirrors, central mirrors and right mirror.
Then you're watching his action, like watching his body language, taking note of body language.
Okay, so
You're not even just asking, you are listening and you're watching him. So you're doing like a double job. Because sometimes people say correct, they don't do correct. That's the problem. You can't, again, same thing. You can't assume he's gonna do correct. If I give you right answer, let's say, oh, can you go? Oh, when I will go, I will clean. Do you know how to clean the car? I know how to clean. Do this. Okay. Are you not gonna check on me? Because if you're not checking, you're assuming I know how to do it because I gave you all the good answer. Don't you want to check? You still want to check because maybe I'm telling you correct. Then you go wrong and like that. This is where we're losing numbers. Not giving them a question, just assuming. Sometimes you guys assume as a PDI because you know the student. You know, he know.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
but you never ask him in front of the examiner. You know only, but I don't know. So in front of me as an examiner, you just have to ask them to make it sure. That's it. You maybe see him doing, let's say, overtaking 3 times, but I never seen him doing overtaking 3 times. So what I do simply say, okay, Qasim, we done this before as well. Do you still remember how we do it? Or like that. Okay, what are you gonna do? Oh, I give plenty of space. What do you mean plenty of space? Or like when I can cross the line, are you allowed to just cross line without watching? No, I need to look properly. So you checking like that. Okay. If you fail to note the negative or concerned comment of the body language, that show discomfort. So, for example, okay, Qasim, we done this before. Uh, can you do? I, I think I can. What do you mean? Do you think you can? That means you're not sure. If you're not sure, you're still in the problem with taking risk. So that means you listening him, but you don't find out his real word, which gave you some kind of he can't do it. So that means you're still making assumption then. So that still lose the number straight away then. So that means you are the boss, keep checking on him. You're undermining the pupil confidence by continuously asking him a question. So for example, if he already gave you good answers, he's trying to do very nice and you can watch him, he's doing okay, but you still keep throwing him question, or you're giving him a question which he don't understand even. Like how much is 1.5 meter in the like a lengthwise? I don't know. So they do a question which you know not going to break down the student confidence. So think of the question wisely. Because you're already moving the car, you're getting close to the cyclist also. So you have to be careful in that point that I can't go low. Pushing the student to talk on something, address something they are not happy to talk, unless it is very important for you to talk about it, such as identify risk or critical management. It's not about questioning all the time. It's about why you're doing a question. First of all, ask yourself, why I'm asking you. So for example, let's say somebody child came home last night and in the morning say, all right, what time you came home? Now you have a plan. When you're going to give me the answer, I will talk after. And he will say, okay, I came 1 o'clock. But I see you coming at 2 o'clock. Oh no, actually, so you already have planned what I'm gonna ask him afterwards. But you're waiting for the first answer to come with the second answer and say the reason. Right? So that's why they say this line, go to your first line. Did the trainer identify the goal and needs? So identification means question. Main thing, without questioning your student what they like to do, why they want to do it, how are we going to do it, how are we going to manage this, how are we going to achieve it, who's going to stop us to do it, everything. Identify. You have to prove the examiner you identify that he got the pupil learning goal in it. And there is only one way: is question, 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 question. No assumption. Okay? So that's one of the first thing you do. So yeah, go ahead.
As we said at the beginning, if you choose your test, like I will check junctions
Hmm.
or roundabout. Can you talk about other things also?
Like your student choose the roundabout?
If you choose some junctions,
Yeah, they say sometimes they when they say if they're choosing it, you can ask them why you choosing this. Anything of particular. Have you done this before, or is the first time you want me to do it? No, I know about the roundabout. I studied last night. I was watching the video. I was looking on the video, and I think I got what they're telling me in the video how to do the roundabout. I think if you take me there, I think I can do it. So he got the reason even telling you why I want to do this. So you maybe have to go another question. Why are you choosing the roundabout today? Is anything particular? Whether you're going list by list and you say, okay, I'm doing this because I'm doing list by list, or I'm doing it separately. Okay. So I'm going to use these pages as well to get that the same pages to do that part as well. So before we go on, because that's a separate book we're using. Okay. In this one, the first page is they're talking about the report. The report you make, report you make with your student. That means you must need to make sure your student is not tense. It's not like he's not happy to come with you to the. He's happy to take lesson with you, but today it doesn't look like a lesson. It looks like he's just coming for your help, and you may be charging him or not charging him, something like that. And his face is not something he really want. So make him comfortable, relax. Looks like a willing person to come. Best idea is free lesson. One day before, 2 hours. So it looks free means he look happy. You're not doing any charging. So in this report, they say that in the report you go for verbal language, where you go for the pitch, tone, speed, smoothness. There's nothing wrong to speak slow. But if you speak faster, and then you start speaking slow one day, you speak slow one day, start speaking faster one day, it's not happening with your student today.
Has to be
Keep the same student, same level, same style each time. So on the test, it doesn't look no difference. Same thing. Same like, okay, just wait for this guy to sit in the back. Okay, let's continue. You feel like it's nothing happening. You're just bothering the guy, just like, oh, let him sit. Oh, okay, let's go. Okay, let's continue. So you just like ignore him straight away, like that. Non-verbal language, posture, movement, eye contact, his expressions. I was having a your one, yeah, when she raised the hand like that. So that means she's doing something. So something is going on. Are they do this every time or they're doing it today now? Okay. So the next in this one, setting the goal. So when you make the setting the goals, they say that you make sure you set the SMART goal. SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. Okay, if you want to write that, make sure it's SMART goal, because when they're checking your result, they may be gonna write it down in the same order. This lesson after 40-45 minutes looks smart lesson to me. Did these people identify the goal and setting the goal as a smart goal, or they're trying to overload yourself? Simple example: going to the shopping center, go inside, get one milk. Simple task. Go inside, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Now you have to go aisle to aisle, aisle to aisle, aisle to aisle. I mean, you traveling in a different aisles. Chances you're gonna forget, you're gonna miss. If I give you same aisle, more job, still possible. Go to the milk, buy one brown, sorry, like green, one this, one cream, because you know they're all at the same place. Different items, same place. Still is a smart go. You're just going one direction, buying different things. Or you just want to pick one thing from there, one from there, one from there. You can't achieve anything there. So when you set the goal with them, let's say your student starts saying to you or start speaking to you, what do you like to do today in the beginning? Can we do like I like to go to the junction. Okay, what you want to do to the junction? I think you know like the last time you showed me this traffic light junction of going right. I think I need to go there. Okay, and also can we do that mini roundabout? And I want to test myself on the dual carriage. I just say hold on. That's three different things. You want me to go cross road right turning with you. You want to go to the mini roundabout. You want to go dual carriage. You're setting yourself for three goals. This is not going to be achievable goal for you then. Okay. Is there anything you want to repeat? Crossroad right turning is repeating. Okay. I mean, it can sort out because you've done this before, so it's going to be just refreshing, correcting. But dual carriage, you've never done it. I need a time to brief you. We can't finish in the timely manner. How are we going to finish in the time then? And then going to the mini roundabout, again, I need to do a briefing and I'll give you a chance to do it, and we have no time to do it. Okay, how about I take you to the traffic light junction, take a right turning, and then after that, we go to the mini roundabout, I give you some briefing and do. And the next one we do next time. And if the timer, okay, that's fine. So we're setting a smart goal. So when you're talking about the setting goal, try to just keep one thing as a center of focus.
Okay, so you can keep.
But you can do multi.
Yeah.
Multitask.
Yeah, just keep one thing in the circle at one time. So like I said, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Don't try to keep three things in the circle. You're gonna end up having nothing.
My earlier question.
Hmm.
For example, we are doing a lesson on roundabout, and I see that the learner is having problem with meeting traffic, like 8 o'clock in the morning. So do I change the lesson?
Meeting,
Ji.
new goal, roundabout, old goal. And on the way he start doing another problem,
Yeah.
another goal, mirror.
Yes.
So you still think like that. They're separate. Okay, let's focus on this first as a priority.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to use this here and here. Then I go for this one first, then I will come to this one of them. But I'm going to use just one because I can't do everything in one go. But I have to go here now. This is also where we do the adoptions, when you have to adopt the lessons. Because without this is going to be a problem for me, beating traffic. He's not going to stop with the mirrors, he's not going to move with the mirrors. He's going to end up having another problem. Direction mirror is not there, stopping mirrors are not there, blind spot is not there. Then I have to come here first. So this is like number one in the order. Then I will maybe do this number two in the order because there's still come on 20 roads. Then I will go this number three in order because that's goes a little bit maybe bigger roads.
So like that.
Then you're technically cancelling this now.
That's fine.
So it's possible the student can bring like 2, 3.
Yeah, it's like one of the common thing. That's where people get fail. You maybe start the lesson, finding the goals, talking to them like that, and you decided with the roundabouts.
So the examiner will not judge you. He didn't cover what you meant.
No, he will judge you on the learning take place.
Okay.
He was here,
Yeah.
and he go now. Grow. That's what they say. Your lesson should look grow. And your lesson is like a smart. You made a goal, which is achievable.
So this is good example. As you say, you should start with the mirrors, then you progress.
Backward.
Yeah, very good.
But you have to discuss with him.
Yeah.
You have to tell him, because starting part, he said client center. Is my money, is my lesson, is not your test.
Yeah.
This is where I said you have to forget is your test. I'm the client, I'm the one who's paying you, is my lesson, is my money. I need the value of my money. Somebody is watching me, is my relative, is watching me, like a police is watching you. If you're not
Yeah.
doing it, he will be charging on you. That why are you charging me money if you're not paying me anything?
Yeah.
So he's supervising you. So you have to think first what he's getting from me today. You have to come to the discussion and say, okay, Qasim, we cannot do this today. Reason, blah, blah, blah. On the way, you was doing another issue, but meanwhile, you're doing another issue. We have to maybe change the plan. What do you think? I'm agree with you. Okay. Should we set a new goal now? Yes. Okay. Which one we want to pick first? You want to do together or we do this one? I'm not sure. Okay. Should I suggest you? Okay. Can we sort out your mirror first by using meeting as a platform? We go to the meeting situation, but main focus mirror. What mirror to slow, what mirror to go, where to look, angling out like that. Okay, I agree with you. What do you understand about the mirror? What type of the mirrors? Why we check them? What will happen if you don't check them? Why is important? What we do it? Then you go for understanding check. Same thing, no assumption. Even you going back to the other one, same thing, you're not going to assume. You go for understanding. Make an agreement with them. And then you move on. If your time allow, so let's say it take you 15 minutes doing this, then you sort it. You spend about another 10 minutes doing this, then you know it's 25 minutes. And now you say, okay, I still got like 10, 15, 12 minutes more if I want to go back to the chapter. Then you can say, okay, should we go back and try the roundabout? Maybe left first, then straight, then right afterwards. And maybe by the time you do left, straight, you bring the student back to the test center. I can see this is not complete. I'm sitting as an examiner.
Yeah.
I know you started to do this in the beginning, you guys have a chat, but you guys have another problem on the way. You spend all your time doing these two part, and you only have touched this 10 minutes only out of 40 minutes. Only thing you have to do when you go for the reflection log in the last, give the true picture. What went well today? Oh, what did we achieve your goal? What was your main goal you set today? I wanted to do the round. Did we end up doing the roundabouts today? No. Why? What stopped us not doing it? Oh, my mirror was not good. Okay. Then we did. What happened then after? Then we set the new goals. And was you happy with the new goal? Yeah, I was happy. Okay. Did your new goal sort it out? Now you know what to do. Yes. And did you got that one now? Now what you like to continue with you next time? I want to do the roundabout. But are you going to be taking full responsibility next time that you will do this because you're going to need this again? Yeah, I will take full
So
responsibility.
that's good at the conclusion when you finish the test.
Yeah, this is why they got reflective logs. And this is why he was making notes. Sometimes they say we are not allowed to make a notes. Of course, when you're driving, they want you to focus on the driver and don't use like that. But when you stop the car, of course, write down quickly. Don't write down an essay and essay. Just write down small words to remind yourself when we stop in the last, we will discuss like that. Then examiner will say, I don't mind what's happening. I can see him good going. Doesn't matter. I also understand. Can you teach somebody in 40 minutes in front of me in one day? No. There's a lot of lessons, a lot of topics, a lot of things. I just want to see what you're doing so I can check your lesson. I just want to give you a tick you doing your job properly. That's why I'm here to assess you, just to tick you doing your job properly. I'm not worried about student learn the roundabout today, or I'm not going to sit there and keep waiting for you to finish the roundabout before I go. You guys continue doing it. I don't care. What you show me, I will conclude on that one. Okay. So that's why it's very important in that part. You're not gonna be doing that. Very bad duster.
Some other.
Very good at the water now. If you dip it, it's not good. Let's try. Yeah, it's gonna work. So let's use some drops. Some, yeah.
Yes, it's in.
Some. That's a bit better.
You have to try it.
Yeah, we will talk about the next one. Let's leave it.
That seems always a silly question.
Yeah?
A silly question.
Yeah, no question is silly. Go on.
So when I selected a topic with him,
Mm.
and then I identified another problem, like the mirror, for example. So then I pull up and park on the left for a few minutes and talk about
Yeah,
it while
it's,
driving.
it's the easy way to remember like that. We can use this for a time. The easy way to remember, this is your journey. 40 minutes of your lesson when you're driving, yeah? You already have spent 3 minutes in the beginning and you have the last 2 minutes in the here.
Yes.
You started going here, after 10 minutes, you have seen a student doing a problem.
Mhm.
New test start. Forget about this part now.
Yeah.
Minus. You started in the beginning by talking about this. 10 minutes you start doing something and you know it's a fault. I cannot continue. I have to pull over and I have to discuss. Forget about the old. You're having a new start from here. New discussion, new question answers, new understanding, new goal. And then you start new test from here. And now your total time is 30 minutes to continue. Then on the way, boom, another problem. Now it depends on the student's skills, which is the next one, ability and experience. You can continue teaching two things at the same time. He can learn two things at the same time or not. Then it depends. We can maybe continue two things together and finish it.
If they're connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm running with nothing in my hand, yeah? And on the way you give me something and I'm holding and running. But I have another problem. I hold another one. If I can handle two things and go there, it's fine. That's about the experience. But when these things happen, old cancel. If anything other happen, old cancel. And then now you have a new test start here. And now your test is getting smaller and smaller.
But it should reflect the growth.
Yeah, your test is getting smaller, it's getting better for you.
Yeah. So as long as
Because the old one is cancelled. He can't do it, he got the fault. So then you just start from here. Okay, let's set the new goal now. The new goal is this. Let's talk about this one. We're going to do this as a new goal. How are we going to do this? Let's talk about it. Let me check your understanding. Let me see if you know about it. Blah, blah, blah. How are we going to do it? Blah. Let's do it. My responsibility, your responsibility. Let's start. Let's do a practice. Okay, let's go up. And he's growing a little bit in that topic. And your test finish, you came back. Then I will judge you, your performance of this, and this. Like in 3 chunks. And then overall, I will see what you did in that 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I will
As for the time planning,
Hmm.
the 1 hour is the hardest which I feel, to plan. For example, might be traffic or something slowing down. Then if you don't mind, how many minutes is allowed?
I know.
Late or quicker?
They always say, come early, we don't mind, but don't come late.
Okay.
So, ideal, instead of 40 minutes of the lesson, plan for 30 minutes lesson.
Okay, so 30 minutes is acceptable.
Yeah,
Finish in
if-
30.
Because if you go you're not going to finish in 30 minutes, you know this. Because majority of the time, your route will be give you traffic, you give you a problem, so you have to stop, discuss. Like I said, if when he done mistake, you have to talk another 2 minutes to him. Then you have another problem, another 2 minutes you're gonna talk. So your route is getting shorter and shorter. So that means try to plan for 30 minutes is much better than exact 40 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, let's say if you're supposed to come by finish the whole lesson in 45 minutes complete, but you finish in 43 minutes, 42 minutes, you're okay.
It's okay.
They don't mind because they understand what maximum you can show me your performance in 2 minutes. I already have seen what you've done. You can't prove me last 2 minutes. It's not like that when you used to have a old style exam paper, oh finishing, and you start writing down. And teacher always used to say, "What are you gonna write down in the last 1 minute?" I gave you 3 hours to write your paper, and now last minute you pick up the speed.
Kidnap the examiner.
You can't do anything last minute. So this is why they said if you come 1-2 minutes early and finish, we don't mind for that one because what we have seen it is gone. So it's better to be early than late, but short your route is much better than going long routes. Again, come back to the same logic, smart goal. It's not about taking me somewhere. I'm not here to drive. I'm here to learn something. Don't feel like you have to take me far away to show me drive. First of all, maybe it's a free lesson to me. If you think he's a client, if I don't go far, he will say, lesson finished. You just pick me from there, go to 2 streets, bring me back. And we don't want this because then they're gonna be angry with us. Like, just to pick me from a house, go on 2 streets, bring me back. They feel like they did not learn. So that's why we try to go far, far, and far and far. But in this lesson, which is your assessment lesson, is not about how far you're going. What he's learning, that's important. If you finish the whole lesson within 5 or 6 streets only, but he's learning something, you can stay in 6 streets, doesn't matter. Um, if you know this area for the Horsforth one, when I done my audit assessment, it was about here. Near the test center, near the roundabout, there's a little streets, 20 mile. I only go from the test center to that street and came back.
Was he beginner?
It was no, I was teaching the PDI.
Mm-hmm.
And the PDI, and I was doing the role play. So I was partly trained. I was doing a role play, partly trained, and the PDI was teaching me, and I was teaching him. But we don't have to use the area. So in the last examiner have to see is PDI learn something from me or not. Did he came with the problem and get with the problem solved or not? Yes or no? So he was not counting where I was. So he was not bothering about that I have to go 10, 15 street to do the same job. I can use the same street unless it's working for me. Okay, let's go to the next one. That's not too much the next ones here. Was the agreed lesson structure appropriate with the pupil's experience and ability? Now, when you're planning for his lesson, you have to think about to agree. Again, agreement is also important. It's not your job, it's not your test, it's not your lesson, it's his lesson, client center. You only can say him, let's do this if he don't know what to do. That's okay. If you don't know what to do, I can suggest you, let's do this. Let's make a plan, let's do a lesson structure. But don't forget his ability and experience. That's the main thing. Now, maybe I have a good ability in the beginning, and maybe on the way, I'm not that good again. If you watch my body language, the first one, if you're watching my listening my words properly, see my expressions, discomfort, maybe I started with 5 out of 10, but you maybe can see me, I'm dropping my level down. So my ability to do this now, I don't think is getting right level. Then you make me structure the lesson in a way that check my ability and experience. Sometimes you already know ability and experience because you know me from the day one. You made my ability to do these things. You gave me the experience to do things. So you know me from the day one. This is why beginner lessons partly trains are better because you know their ability and experience from the day one. And how you know? You got the reflective logs, you got progress card. So you are just doing it. I got this progress card here, that last one, just for example, if you want to take it home. So I got six for everybody. So you can copy it.
Topic.
Yeah. You can copy it as well. You can laminate it. So make for copy. So then you know who they are. On the back side, they even have how many lessons he done it, how many hours you've done it. So you understand how much experience he have. So keep record of him. Now, keeping record is one of the proof to the examiner that you know him. You know his ability, you know his experience. This is why you structured this lesson. This is why you guys agree on the goal and you plan this lesson about and setting the goal because you know him. And this is the right goal for him. You can't set the wrong goal for me. For example, let's do a dual carriage today. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Why not? If you look at the back of my progress chart, I only done the junction last time. How you can take me to the dual carriageway straight away? Don't you think you're taking a risk with me? So that's how you know my ability is not today to go to the dual carry. Don't choose this as a goal. Otherwise, the client will come and say, "Let's teach me this." It's not a client center. He say, "Okay, whatever you say, I have to do it." It's also not like that.
Has to be.
It- So you can't do this there because I'm telling you, I'm paying you money, teach me, and you see that you have no ability and experience to do it. How I'm going to teach you? We have to base like a ground base foundations. Then we will do it. Okay. So now the lesson structure should allow the pupil to progress at manageable rate. Same thing, smart goal, manageable, step by step. Sometimes manageable means guidance, prompting, living independent, checking their faults, like that. But manageable means you're not pushing him to do much. Now, for example, if somebody goes 70 road first and then come to the 40 road, or go 40 road and then 70, why are you going 70 first? Oh, because we are starting the test and 70 come first. Then go from the different side. Don't go from this side. Choose the different route to go. Bring the 40 first, then bring the 70. Find the way. If you don't find the way, then don't take this person. Take some different person to the test. If you can't do this lesson, it's not for you lesson then. So it should be manageable rate. Stretching them without overwhelming them. Yeah. Now means show the growth. So for example, if you give me the easy left turns, give me the medium hard left turns. Then they give me the other hard turns. If you give me the straight one, give me next time uphill one, next time downhill one, traffic led one. So keep stretching me in the same goal.
Adding different layers.
Yeah, layer, step, but again, step by step. Don't push me to do it. Keep watching me. Keep checking my level. I think he can do it. You know, sometimes you can tell you can do it because you've done this one and the next one I'm taking you is bit similar, little different but similar. And I think because you show me this ability to do this one better, I think you got the experience now how to do it. Let's do the other one. What do you say? Let's agree. Okay, let's do it. So you structure with the agreements like that. For example, a pupil who is concerned about entering the roundabout should not be asked to tackle the fast moving multi lanes. If I'm already scared to do the simple roundabout, don't take me the harder roundabout with the dual carriage. You're trying to push me in a hard way, straight away, where it should be easy way first. Okay? So you have to think ability and experience, otherwise, you are taking a risk. You're pushing me to do something. And if, as an examiner, they see that you're trying to push, and according to his body language, his personality, shaking up, like a little bit taking water too much, and he's doing like that mean he maybe not handling it. But you're sticking with your plan because you want to do this test. It's not your test. It's not your test. It's simple lesson to the student which you have to deliver. He need to learn something. He need to show growth, something to achieve at the end, which you set in the beginning, and you prove it is done. That's it. That's what you have to do. Okay, so not test. Simple one task need to finish in 40 minutes.
That means you should understand him.
Yes,
He will be well informed
yes.
in his knowledge, his understanding,
Understanding.
put in consideration, then we go.
And even personality also. He can do or not.
Yeah,
If he's your regular student, you know he can do it.
yeah.
If he's not your regular student and you choose him, lot of times people choose the family member to go for the test. They don't drive with the family member every day as a lesson. They never teach them. They don't know what they're able to do, what they're not able to do. You maybe your family member already have the license, but you don't know he passed after 10 attempts. He's very bad runner, right? So it's not gonna
How
work.
about, for example, in a case of he passed before 4 years,
Mm.
he didn't drive for the last 4 years.
So that means his ability
Then
and
he,
experience
if
is,
you teach him 16 lessons with family member,
yeah. If you have the
16 lessons,
background,
then you know.
then you know the person.
Yeah,
If you know the person, you know his ability,
yeah.
like assessment. Then you know his ability, you know his,
failure.
and you also
Then
know
his
his,
failure.
yeah.
Yeah, then you can tell with them what
This is why your wording also will explain the examiner is you know who he is.
Yeah.
This is why they said he's my student. He done 40 hours with me. He never done any driving with anybody else. Always with me. We done 40 hours. We reach all the way up till here. So that means you proving you know him. This thing you proving you know him. You know his ability and experience. And this is why you structure the lesson. Can he do this today or not? The goal you guys are setting, a goal he's setting, is possible to achieve or not.
But by the way, if you teach in 40 days, you can't drive very well.
Hmm.
Can the examiner judge you from your teaching 40 days and you didn't do very well?
They normally say, no, it's true. You got the point.
Yeah.
But the examiner will say, what you show me today,
Yeah.
I will judge your lesson marking on today. But maybe you are not setting the right goal for him then. If you've done 40 hours,
40 hours is too
that means he definitely have the problem in the past, which
Yeah,
means
yeah.
you never sort.
Yeah.
So that means the old problem coming again today. And if you have, let's say, if you pick the lesson for mirrors, the examiner say
Yeah.
40 hours you never talk about the mirror. Mirror should be sorted
Yeah, this is what I am saying.
before you go extra level.
From beginning to
that's
end,
good,
you
yeah.
tell him 30 lessons, 30 is also too much.
Now you think in that way now.
Yeah.
15 lessons, you would say.
Yeah.
Effective use of mirror, full license holder experience, it works. Maybe bad habit.
Yeah, but,
Effective use of mirror, beginner learning for the first time. Same mirrors, partly trained, he's keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Or full license holder, this one, he do sometime forget.
Yeah.
This is why mirror works on everybody. This is why mirror topic people use. It works almost to every level. Every level people have this problem. Every level. Okay, come back.
So, Qasim,
Yeah.
when you are on the test
Hmm.
to give feedback for the people, can you stop just when he's doing right, everything, there is no risk, anything, but can you stop and then give him feedback? Then
I do it. I like it because sometimes how I pick this one, when you go for the learner test is also 40 minutes, 38 to 40 minutes. They give them at least minimum three stops, one incline, one behind the car moving at angle, one time normal, because they don't want him to keep driving for 40 minutes continuously. Because your concentration go low, your nerves go high, you get tired, and I don't know how you learn. Maybe you learn it, maybe stop every 5, 10, 10 minutes. That's why. So I prefer stop to make a discussion for something. Stop to make a new level. Stop to talk about responsibility for the next level. talk about changing the teaching level. Okay, I was guiding you before. Do you want to try the next one by yourself? Okay, how are we going further? This time I will just tell you where to go, then I will wait for you to do by yourself. And when I don't see you doing it, then I will speak to you. Is that good? Good, let's go. So
Yeah.
just take few seconds.
So when he's progressing from prompting by himself,
Yeah.
independence, at that time is needed to
That's,
stop and give him.
you know, the last one we done it. He said, ask him a question as the lesson process.
Mhm.
So that means you still want to do it. Sometime you say, okay, I can. It's a long road, little bit quiet, nothing happening. Okay, I don't have to stop and talk. I can say, okay, Kasim, we're getting to the next roundabout. Do you think I can let you do this time? Will you try? Okay, let's make an agreement. This time I will tell you where to go, but I will not tell you how to do it. So you talking on the way, then you can skip stopping and moving. Depend situation
Yeah.
to situation.
Okay.
But you
So
can't
sorry
stop.
for making
No,
it
no, no,
problem. When you are doing the out of your goal, like risk assessments, could you remind them like traffic lights or pedestrian crossing, humps? Do you need?
You can do it. As I
So
said,
they say independently. I will do it myself.
if they're doing okay and you're watching their body language,
Yeah.
then just watching is enough. Because
Okay.
we can remember they said don't try to talk something which they don't want to talk about and it's not relate. And after watching his language, if so for example, if you see me driving on 20, I'm looking back mirror and I'm driving with the two gear and I'm driving on 20 and you can see my meter 20 and then you see the speed sign 20. Don't need to ask me what's the speed of the road because you already see me in the two gear, my speed is on the 20 meter. Then why you ask me what's the speed of the road?
Slow down for the humps, for example. If you are continuing driving on 20 miles, or the road is 20 miles, but the humps,
Hmm.
if it's high,
Hi,
hump, you can't speed as 20 continue till the hump.
Yeah.
So should I remind you that? Or
You do it again. This is you can use again. Even make the
Like,
question.
silly question.
Yeah. Even you do a question to the student on this type with his ability and experience. You want to do a question as a beginner level. Beginner level question is okay. We can you see the hump coming up? Yes. Okay. Can you just make sure you don't go faster? So that means you just little bit like that. Or you go another level, say, if you get the hump, what's the best choice of the speed? Oh, I can stay 20. Okay, if you stay 20, what the car gonna do? It might jump. And now you go another level. The guy is already trained and you're watching his body language and you say that he's rolling down on the hump and say, do you think is more better to get center of the humps? Why is benefit to you? Oh, then the car get equal. So you change the question according to his ability and experience also. So if the person is here, they say don't ask the stupid questions.
okay.
Then ask him who's on his level. You know, like sometimes when they say like a genie, when the genie say you have three wishes, you have to think, oh no, hold on, no, I don't want to waste. Otherwise, I waste my three things. But if I say there is no three things, ask as much. Then you're gonna just, can you bring me this? Can you? You're not gonna think. You're just gonna keep saying it. So sometime when you're driving, you get one time to ask one best question. Then you choose like a priority wise. What is more best to ask? This I can ignore. He's already doing okay. I don't have to talk about this. Talk about that. That is more important. If I don't talk about this, I know this student always do something wrong in my lesson. Every time I take him lesson, every time he one time go close to the cars. I know he have a problem. I know his ability. I know his experience. He always do this. It's better for me asking him. Okay, we're getting to the park cars. How much space we need to give now? 1 meter. And just show me the white line, how far you can go from the white line to give. I think if I stay in the center, perfect. Because you are worried, if I don't ask him this, he's more likely he's going to do it because every time on the lesson, I know he do this. This is why this progress means you know him. You know your student problem.
Cousins of extending his question.
Hmm.
We are on the road, and I know that there's a pedestrian crossing further ahead. You
Hmm.
can't really see it is further ahead. So, can I bring it to his knowledge?
Yes, it's a lesson structure.
That's fine.
It's still lesson structure. You making his mind up.
That's
You're
fine.
making a visuals in his mind because you guys then have enough time to talk.
Yeah.
Maybe he come with the wrong answer, maybe come with the right answer. If he come with the wrong answer, you have time to set the rule. Okay, because you gave me the little bit wrong answer as a highway code, how we do it, we don't leave you independent on this one, we do it together. So when the zebra crossing will come, I will give you the instruction, you will follow my instruction. Do you understand? Yes. So that means you have time. So sometime talking early, what's gonna come next, it will help you.
That's fine.
It's not like you getting there and talking about it. You left your time. You gone,
Yeah, because I will know the route anyway. So
and you should be know the route.
that's
You
fine.
should be one step ahead, thinking what's gonna come in my route. I was with the PTI. He's gonna come next time now. So then we was talking. I would stop the car neighbor around there and say, okay, I'm going like now. Where you going? He said, okay, I'm going. He was talking like there, like see and talk. I said, you know, we're going there. You told me you live here. Yeah, I live there. So don't you know this road? We go there, the dual carriage, the roundabout. We go there, the another roundabout. Like, so I know. I said, then make your vision up.
Yeah.
Are you worried of me to go this street, passing the park? I'm already passing with a good space. Why you talk to this for no reason? Why you not talking to the end of the dual carriage and just start telling me, okay, on the end of the dual carriage, if you see the blue sign, what that mean? That mean go one way. Okay. Tell me when you see the sign and tell me what you need to do here. So one step ahead, you start asking a question. Because you know the journey already, but he was not asking me the end of the road, he was asking me when I'm moving.
Yeah.
So he's talking about the little bit more on the present, but not keeping the future in mind. You keep future in mind and do that question in present. So when you actually go there, you sort it already. This is why go. It's very never go on that route which you don't know.
Mm.
Otherwise, you make also.
Discussed in this point, maybe when I teach him, we come to a curve.
Hmm.
I didn't, I know that there is a curve, but by mistake, I didn't make him aware he's fast. If I say, slow, 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 at this time,
You're
what
late.
judgment will happen?
That you not planned. So your hazard management
Mhm.
is they will say you're not planning the route which you know.
Mhm.
So first of all, let's say you don't know the route.
Uh,
If the bend is coming, you still as a driver know the bend is
the
coming.
bend is coming. Now, by the way, I saw he's a good driver. I expected to drive.
Assumption.
Yeah. But if we became fast, then I feel sorry. Slow down. Then what kind of that?
Then this is intervene now. Okay. Then if you want to come back this in a conversation, you can. You can say, okay, Kasim, can you pull over on the left side, please? Okay. Do you know why I stopped you? Uh, Not sure. Normally, we done this lesson before. We done this route before. It's not like the first time we came to the bend. And every time I bring you, you always control the speed and you always have a good position. Then how come today you did not done it? So first you throwing the ball in his spot
Okay.
and asking,
Uh-huh.
oh, I think I was not paying attention. I think I thought this gear will be okay for me, but then I thought it's too fast. And by the time I was doing the gear, I messed with my one and I was rolling faster. Okay, so that means you did not pay attention, and that's why if you pay attention, do you think you would have done it better? Yeah, if I know it's there, I would have done it better. Okay, we're getting another route. There's another band coming also. Do you make an agreement with me that this time we do better and you prove me you know how to do it without any risk? Yes, that this discussion saved you.
Yeah, the ball, the give back.
Because you said you do always, this time you do it. Then I can say why you was something. Then as an examiner, I got the idea because you're saying he always do okay. And it's not the first time he came here. So that means there was a possibility you can assume as independent that let him do it.
Yeah, I know you were showing now as you have taught him before.
Yeah.
He know it, but he did
Just today.
Yeah.
And then he said body language. Maybe today's.
He knows it, but suddenly it is a mistake.
Yeah.
So can we classify it as assessment, as what do you call risk assessment?
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that
risk.
in-
Yeah, when you talk, you always talk about the risk also.
Okay.
Because now when you're going to stop and talk about it, you have to talk about the critical incidents. So like the next one, you say you have to talk about it. You understand, but you have to make him understand also. That is like a compulsory thing you have to do it. I'm not checking you, I'm checking him. I want to know that today you helping him, tomorrow you are not there to help him. So you must ask him. Must these are the like a must things. And you know they're gonna do something. If they're already perfect, then how why they coming to the lesson? So that means nobody will come in your lesson who's perfect. So they have to, they're gonna do something. They're gonna do some mistake. When they're gonna do a mistake, you have to talk about it. When you have to talk about it, you have to start with them first. What do you think? Then you give your suggestions like that. Then you make him understand. Today I save you. If I don't save you, what will happen? Then you talk how you gonna do next time, and then give them the chance to practice. And if they do good, you help them to praise them. It's gonna happen, definitely. This is why they say keep an eye on your student body language. Keep an eye on your student head to toe. It's going to happen. It's only you who's gonna watch it and ready for it to stop. If they're 100%, they will not come in your lesson. So they're already taking lesson, they already partly trained, they already train beginner like that. So they have a problem. So now your duty, keep an eye on their problem while they're driving. So you know when they do it, I know it's a problem. Never let them go with the problem. Never keep driving with the problem.
That seems like he mentioned, and
Hmm.
you mentioned the word intervene.
Hmm?
So if I have to intervene in a situation where I apply
Hmm.
the brakes, so do I have to put the learner into the same situation again, or just discuss it and move
No,
on?
no. Sometimes some situations automatically will come again. So let's say if you've done this left turn, you can have another left turn.
Yeah.
So that means automatically you come on the way because now you have to make sure you don't do it again.
Mhm.
If you don't do it again, there is the only way you have to give him one more left. If somebody do the left turn mistake, you make sure you give him another left turn to make sure he understand. You have to prove it. He sort it. If you don't do it, then how is prove it? Okay, let's do this one more. So we was here. Let's talk about straight away to this part now. Yeah. Neither should they be restricted to very quiet junction. So you must have to go up, step by step, layer by layer. Unless you identify there is a big potential if I go more. I can't go more and more. I have to stick it here. Yeah. So this is your three number points. You ensure the people understand what they plan to do and must agree with that plan. Don't impose your plan on them. You guys make a plan and prove it. They understand the plan with each other. Yeah. Ensure the people understand what the plan do and make a plan with them. Agreement should be there. Okay, what you like? It's like okay, what I should serve you. It's like a serving. What you like to eat? What should I serve you? I think my suggestion. Okay, I will make it better for you. Did you like it? When you go to the restaurant, you got the menu. Yeah, you got the menu, and then waiter come and write it down. Okay, this is the menu. That's the plan, and they give you okay. That's your starter. Finish it. That's your main course. That's your sweet. Then this is your beverages. Now you have hot tea, coffee like that in the last. And in the last, what they ask you? Feedback. Is a process.
Yeah.
So in this lesson, you're doing the same process. You agree and make sure you show that you agree with the plan with each other. Right? A lesson that reflects the information given by the pupil and learning goal they want to tackle. It should reflect. Like mean they're saying it, they're doing it, they're saying it, doing it. Not like they're saying it okay, not doing it okay. So you must do this one. You must build in the opportunity to check their statement. Again, question answer them. Don't just assume if he's telling me okay, he know. Recently, there was a joke on the TikTok. After you got this intelligence, what you call artificial intelligence, AI, everybody writing the best CV, resumes, and the covering letters, and you, wow, best picture, wow, looks like a master in English language, PhD in English, is like a very best language. And next time when you see him for the interview, I was like, sorry, say again, what you did? And like, it don't match. I call you in the interview after looking you like a best candidate for us. But in the first, you are not the person. That means that's a cheat.
That's the chat GPT.
It's happening now. It's actually happening in real days. There was another joke. The guys came to the job and he was given the computer task. He said, I know this, I done this diploma, I did degree. Then they gave him the job and now they gave him to do it. He don't know what to do. Because saying is different and doing it. Real life test is when they do it. So that's what they say. Check their statement, what they say. No assumptions. Oh, I know how to do it. I've done it many times. Okay, maybe you've done many times with your last instructor, but I never see you doing it. Can you just show me one time how you do it? If I take you there, that's check. Made by the people before moving and challenging the situation. Don't take me there without checking me. Otherwise, you are taking a big risk. You want to check on me first. When we take somebody on the test, we say, we give you the car on the test day, but I want you to make sure you take at least 1 hour lesson before the test so I know you are safe driver to go or not. Even that part is the check part. Oh no, I know how to drive, I know how to drive, give me the car, I want to just a car. No, I believe you. I believe you. But can I please check before I send you there? Because if you've never done the dual carriage, never done the roundabout right turn, third exit, large one, and if the challenge situation will come, you don't know how to do it, it's a risk. So same thing in the nutshell, no assumption. Whether you ask, whether you want him to show you, whether you already know him, but without checking, you're not doing anything. So don't stay quiet, ask and do it. Make sure. Checking again theoretical part like means it's not like he's saying it, do it as well. Now opposite. That's three numbers. That's 1 and 2. Indication that if you're not doing the job properly, you're delivering a pre-planned lesson. Bringing your cousin, going for the test, say him when I take you there, can you please don't check the left mirror, then I will stop you. I will tell you why you don't check it, then you say, oh, I forgot. So that's all pre-planned. It doesn't look like a real student, real lesson. You know this guy I'm talking about who just passed this now? He was a real student. It was a real lesson. And he came in the real sequence. He learned lessons. He failed one time, another 4 hour, 2 hour, another fail, another 2 hour, another fail. So he's coming a proper sequence. No way he was delivering the pre-planned. Second, he was Chinese. He was Asian. No way he know each other. It's not like his son, daughter, or something. Different nationality, so he's not look like same two Asian guy, pre-planned, and you trying to prove it. No, I don't know him. So see, so examiner are clever. They can know they are a real student is not a pre-planned, is a real lesson. Standard lesson that does not even take account people expression or what. That's what happened where sometimes they go for the lesson, whatever the student is trying to show the body language, nervousness, setting goal, you just like, okay, end of the road, turn right, end of the right, okay, now we're gonna do this level, now we're gonna you're just doing it. So technically it's you who's doing it. Student is not learning anything. You're just thinking, oh, I got 5 minutes more, I need to go 2 streets more to go back to the test. You're just finishing your time, you're not teaching, he's not learning. So there is no point to continue with your normal lesson, standard lesson they call it. where the student is just practicing, but not learning anything. Failing to build a suitable balance, like talking too much, less practice. It happened a lot in the previous times. They open the books and they don't realize, they keep brief. Okay, this is sea life picture, this is the roundabout now. And then after that, they see, oh, 15 minutes gone, talking. And the examiner says, when are you going to drive then? So that's called the balance. Okay, you want to take phone? No?
Yeah.
Take it.
That's
If you
all right.
want. Now the next one is very simple. Suitable area. So
Is this one?
my one. I think everybody check. It's not only me who didn't check. Not save number. So that's okay. Name ADI. So suitable area. So PDI should use an area. So first of all, I'll give you one example. When I first become PDI, start working, I know one area best. You know what I used to do? I pick the student, go that area, change the seat, and use my 10 minutes. Then I drop them after 10 minutes like that. I don't know where to go, so I thought it's better pick them and tell them, let me take you to the safe place, then we start. Because I know that area, so I know I can teach better. I'm not worried about finding the route. I know it's a dead end, I can go there, I can go there, I can go there, I can do this, I can do that. So I started like that. Then every time I start going pick the different student, I start knowing different area, different street. Then my inspection go better and better and better. So on the test day, choose the route, go where you know. Like 2 step ahead, you know is the roundabout coming there. He got 4 exit, the mini roundabout coming on. If I'm gonna take right, the mini roundabout will come. You know where you're going. Never go somewhere. This problem we are facing now. When we don't get the dates of the part 3, they give you dates for any test center, and we take it because we're waiting for so long. And then if you don't know the area, we try to do the test. We can never do this there. If you have to wait for your area, just wait. Never get like a rush that I will go different city and do it. You can go and do it, but whether you go there, book a hotel, stay there for one night, keep using the street, check the Google Maps, follow a little bit, learn the drivers like that, so you understand where I can. Then you can talk to the local guide to show you something. Otherwise, don't. Okay. So let's come again the main parts. You try a range of opportunities. Again, measurement, reachable, level up, range. Range means don't stay with the same style again and again, like a basic. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Same topic, make a range to address agreed lesson. So let's say this style left turn, this style left turn, this style left turn, this style left turn, this style. So styles are changing, topic is not changing. So you are on the same setting goals, you keep changing your styles. Challenges. But remember, he said in the beginning, if you're going to give him a challenge, is a risk straight away, but gradually. But how you know is the time, ability, and experience. Watching his body language. That's the time to go to the next level. I think you got it now. Let's go to the next one. You watch him, you make understanding. This looks better now to go next. Then give him a challenge, but not straight away. Again, you need to choose the area very suitable, advanced. If you go to the Horsford Test Center, for example, you straight go first roundabout will come. And one time I think I was teaching someone, I don't remember which it was something, but we want to teach the mini roundabout, but we're passing the big roundabout.
I did ask you this on my lesson.
So that when you get into the challenge first, then easy. Whether you
And
drive
that's
me
when you
there,
get the agreement to talk them through the big one first
yeah,
to get to the.
yeah, because he was getting the big first, then other one. We can do it, but we have to find the way to do it now. First, you need to know my ability and experience. Can I do the big one? No, I can't do it. Then who's going to do it then? Can you drive me and take me to the location? No, it's going to waste time. Okay, then follow my instruction. I will tell you what to do. Just follow my instruction. We do it. Something like that. But this is how you say it's challenge. But when you finish with the mini, then you come back on the way back to the center. Then you say we're going to do this with less help. That makes sense.
If you feel a real challenge, could you able to drive the car and then bring it somewhere?
If it's local, little bit you can do it. So
Is that
there, in the UK we have a lot of test centers, and every test center is in a different locations. So imagine if your test center is somewhere
Yeah.
on a busy road, on a high street,
Yeah.
something like that, and your student is just a partly trained person,
Yeah.
then you maybe just sit down in the car, go 2 streets, stop the car, change the seat, start the lesson. You don't giving the car outside the thing because the student is have no ability and experience.
Yeah.
That test center, of course, is legal because you have no choice.
And you
These
manage
tests
the
are-
risk, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a risk.
It's a risk, so you're managing it
Yeah.
by jumping seat.
With these test centers, which where we are now, we are in the streets. So that's why it is okay for even a beginner, even a learner, partly trained, that we can let them have the car straight away. But we can't move the car in the direction which he can't experience. So we have to move the car where we cannot experience. Okay. So, but it should be realistic in the term of the pupil capabilities and confidence. So you're choosing in a way. So you have to keep the things in the mind that I'm going somewhere where he can't do it, or I'm going somewhere he can do so easily. Again, recent one, the guy know how to drive. He's trained. The PDI is taking him to the basic streets. There is no realistic terms according to. He can do so easy. You can tell he know how to drive the way and then left and that's so easy for him. Okay, if you have to start the lesson, I don't mind because you have to go somewhere. I'm not going to judge you 5 minutes, but after that, I expect you going somewhere else. But if you stay there, then you are not choosing realistic thing for the student ability. If you know your student can handle it, you're choosing it too early. Now, opposite, taking the pupil outside the confidence zone, giving them too much overload. Think like a child, giving a child adult work, or giving the adult a child work. That's to learn and train people. So you give them a same levels of the work, so they can spend all their time surviving. Like you said, oh, slow down, slow down. You're doing okay, but they're surviving. They're not learning
Yeah.
and have no space left for them to clear the other problems. You just left and right turn, left and right turn, left and 40 minutes finish, you came back. So you just survived your lesson. It's called a general lesson. You deliver a simple lesson where you start, you came back.
Is ask and questioning, ask and questioning.
Yeah.
ask and questioning.
So choose the route in some chunks. Make like a blocks. Like one box, stand on it, keep standing here for about 5 minutes. I think you know how to balance it. Okay. Two box, stand there for 5 minutes, you know the balance. Okay, now three box, stand here, 5 minutes, you got the balance. So you also waiting for him to settle down. And then you add on, yeah. Or you expose the student to the big risk which they can't manage. One of the big problem here, if the student cannot start this Horsforth first roundabout, the shell one, which is bit medium, and then you go to the big roundabout, an examiner already can see the student did the problem over here, and you're going to the big one, you're losing number straight away. You're not getting like a hint.
We can terminate the exam if we.
They can. These days, sometimes they just, if they know they're gonna make you fail, they
Yeah,
don't.
if they think they have risk for them.
Yeah, if they can, but normally they don't do it, they just let you carry on. Okay, so last one from this one. lesson adopting. So now what we're going to do now, so we go quicker on that one. Was the lesson adopted appropriate? Again, according to his ability, experience, levels, understandings, everything to help him to work his goal. That's where you go have to change. So don't scared to change, ready to change, and give them priority. Maybe you have three problems, maybe you have four problems. Then give them priority. Let's say somebody do the mistake of mirror, signal, position, speed, look. He do the mistake of every five things. Okay, start teaching in order then. Sort mirror, then sort signal, then combine it, then sort position, combine it, sort speed and gear, combine it, then combine it, and let him do all together. Step, 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 step. Again, simple thing is grow. Not all together. Okay? Now, appear to uncomfortable. This is should be willing to adopt the lesson. So, for example, I can stand and read. So, if your student appear to be uncomfortable or unable to deal with something, anything, the learning experience that the PDI has set up, I mean, whatever goal you decide to achieve, and you got the body language or some issues, that means something need to change. So, what is more important here? Watch student all the time. Get the clues, get the hints, get the body language. If you miss him watching, you miss to adopt. You don't know what's happening. Okay? So, for example, let's take that example for the bend one. If you see the bend is coming, and instead of reducing his gait to 3 to 2, you see him going from 2 to 3. So you already know this problem is almost raising because you're watching his actions. I mean, interrupt him, talk to him, interrupt him straight away. Make sense?
Yeah.
This is why watching the action is one of the more big key. It help you when to throw the question. Or you say, Qasim, as your hand is going on the gate now, are you thinking of gate change? I was thinking gate 3. Think again. Do you need a gate 3 for the bend? Oh no, sorry, I can stay 2. Do you know what problem you will face if you stay from the 2 to 3? Oh, the car will speed up, and then maybe can lose control, and then it can crash. Good. So you understand all the problems. Do I remind you next time when we approach the bend what gear we should be, or you will take responsibility to keep remembering next time? I will try to remember. Okay. If you don't do it, you happy if I guide you? Yes, please. Okay. Let's continue. That discussion, that question brings in. And how he started. Because you see me almost about to do the clutch down and do it. And even down in clutch down, you're going to speed me up. So you understanding the problem going on or going to face. It's like boiling you. Like, ooh. If you do this, we're gone. So you start boiling up, and then you know things is building up bubbles, and you have to control it. You have to control it at the same time. But now you know is a problem. Then you think about it. Okay. If the pupil inability is creating possible risk situation, they must adopt quickly. That's a risky situation. So you have to get ready to adopt. Otherwise, risk is lead towards the problem. So your sixth sense is giving you the clue something is going to happen if I stop. Don't stop him now. This might require a few extra questions again. Come to the first one. Ask to understand. Ask to ensure. Ask this. So we come back to the same old thing. They may be require a question to clarify what is the out of the line. What is missing today? Are you nervous today? Did you not see the bend coming? Did you miss the sign? Do you do every time? What happened today? So what is missing? It may be that the problem is because of the teaching and learning style used by the PDI Every day is different. Maybe today you're teaching different because your test. Rather than because the overall plan was wrong. You're doing the right thing, but today you got new person in the car, maybe your student is not behaving properly, so things can change. Whatever the reason for adopting the plan, the PDM must sure people understand again, is it like a new goal? What are they going to do and why? New chapter starts. I was teaching you, I was taking you to the mini roundabout. Let's take a break from the mini roundabout. This thing you done it on the way, going to the bend faster and downhill. I think we need to make sure we understand this part first before we going ahead. Because what if you go to the roundabout and I take you to the roundabout and you take a left turn of the roundabout and straight away you go down the hill, you can be end up with the same problem. So let's sort out this first. Do you understand why I'm doing it? Why this? So then talking, come to the conclusion, start doing this job. Is a new job develops. Okay? Is a new job develops. Now, if you get the good numbers, if you compare the actual performance of the pupil with the claim, like theoretical part, and clarify any differences, like he's talking but not giving the right answers, making more conversation, or you was going to the situation and you thought, let me check his knowledge, but he start giving you the very wrong answer. That is also means he don't know. Change your plan because he gave you the wrong answers or incomplete answers. What you wanted is not telling you. Responding to any fault or weakness that undermine the original plan for the session. So that means he's showing you the faults, which is that is easy because we are more in a situation where we can see the fault. Oh, you didn't check the mirror. Oh, you forget about the signal. We are human beings. We can point the fault so easy. So this part people can do it, but they forget about the weakness. Yeah, weakness is something, and fault picking is different. Fault picking is different. For example, you see him struggling with going grade 2 to 3. You watching his body language and see like he done it, but I don't think he's doing very confidently. Next time he just watch him again and he's still not doing it so relaxed way. Okay, he got a weakness there. Start talking. Okay, Kasim, do you know how to go from gate 2 to 3? Oh, it's like that. But I see like you just not sure when you do it. Oh, actually, I'm scared of going in 5. So see, he came to the answer why he's not doing it properly. You pick his weakness. Why you scared? I thought if I don't put by mistake on the right, but the 5 is too much to the right. Okay, can you pull up on the left side? Okay, can you look on the gray lever? Do you know where the positions are? Or how you do it? Okay, let's do the clutch down and show me. It's to the hand, like, okay, perfect. So you know the position. So if you're not doing the hand there, be confident you're doing okay. So when we go, you will try now. Okay, let's do move over and ready. Okay, let's do gear 1, well done. Now try 2 to 3. Good. Are you getting confidence back now? Yeah, I think after see the picture, I think well. Okay, well done. Thank you. Job sorted. That is also called adopting. I don't have to change the full lesson for this, but I'm not going to leave it because I understand if I'm going to leave it, one time it's going to put the wrong gear by mistake and we have a trouble. My mind go to the trouble, click like, okay, I want to talk. Why? I know my student. This is why this sheet converts. I know my student ability and experience. He can do gate 2 to 3. We've done this before, but today he's not feeling too confident to do it. There must be something in his mind going on. And if I don't sort it out, I'm in the trouble. So always watch. Same back again. Always watch your student. Otherwise, you don't know. So that undermines the original plan, responding to any concerns or issue raised by him. He said you something and you ignore it. You did not heard him properly. Or he's telling you, I've never done this before, but I can do it. I can give a go. So that means he's coming to this part, he have concerns, issues. So you have to go for that. Okay, let's do it together. Let's do this way. Picking up non-verbal signs. Again, sometimes they don't say you anything, but you can tell. Do you have a question? Do you want to say? Do anything? Are you okay? Are you fine? Are you worried? Are you thinking of anything? Is there no mind you're not driving? No, actually, I got the bill to pay. Yeah, you picked the right thing. He's definitely thinking. He's not paying attention. So anything, pick up. Main thing. How? Watching head to toe. If it's the same person, same personality, same thing every time, is easy. He scratches his head every day. It's not like first time in your lesson he done it. He got the habit. Some people have itchy personality, okay. But his itching that does not mean his thinking. Is normal. I know him. He never do this. Today he's doing it. Why is doing like that? I need to make sure it's like something is there. He never done it. I never seen him doing it. Oh, you're not talking today to me. Why you too so serious today? You don't have no joke today. He jokes, but not no joking. So things can be different. You must pick non-verbal signs, and it's okay to say it. I got this guy once. He failed 3 attempts. Okay, then he repeat quick the one, and one time he bring his student to show me, and he was getting bit puzzles. You know, when people fail 3 times, you get too much more puzzles like that. Then I see the client was very bubbly personality, young English girl, same thing. Like I said, Chinese and Asian, so with Asian and English girl. So we know it's not a pre-planned lesson. Plus, she was halfway. She don't have a full license, so she's been getting ready for the test, and but have a good personality, good ability of ability and experience to do things. When I takes the assessment of that one, I said is a good client to you. Now it's only on you now. How are you gonna handle it? She's fully helping you already. She's already ticking half of the boxes, like non-discrimination manner, friendly atmosphere, rapid in the start, nice pitching, smiling, laughing. You question, she's replying you, and every time she gives the right answers, and she's like, "I'm right, yeah, oh good." Let's. So I say, see, she's already there. That's gonna help you, and it does not look like a pre-planned lesson at all. It looks like you guys are just doing what's coming on the way. I told him that this is going to be better for you. And I asked him what happened the last one. Oh, I gone with my son, I gone with my other son, I gone with my daughter. I see the difference now, real client and family member. So it makes big difference straight away. Back one. You persistingly with the plan. I want to teach you the roundabout, I will teach you the roundabout. Regardless you're doing mirror mistake, meeting traffic mistake, I'm still gonna teach you the same which we start with. Persisting with the plan. Despite your people clearly telling you can't do it, out of the depth, you can't do it, but you still want to do it. So that means you don't even know that you need to adopt. You don't know it's a time to adopt. You don't know I need to adopt because you don't know what to do. Or sometimes maybe your lesson is 40 minutes when you drive. 30 minutes you was on the track. Last 10 minutes you done something. And you think like, oh, I need to go to the test center now. I don't have time to change it now. I can't adopt it. But actually you need to adopt it. You just do what is happening. That's it. Regardless of the time. Pull the car, say, this is what happened. We need to do this. Just because we got short time, follow my instruction. We go back to the test center. We park up on the safe place. We take a break. We start again. You're not doing it actually, but you're proving that I picked. Okay? You prove I picked, I need to do it. That's more important. Even in the 5 minute, last 5 minutes, something happened. You still pick, talk to it, prove it, I know. Okay? Then this one, persisting with the plan despite people demonstrate the fault so many times or weakness that should lead for you to think again. Let's say you say he done it only one time. Should I just make sure maybe we don't do it next time, or just let him do one more time and see if he repeats the problem again? Okay, you have a chance to give him another go, but just one, maybe more. Then, if not, rethink, change it. Changing the plan without the reason. You feel it and you're never discussing with me as a client. Okay, Kasim, we're not going to do the round, but let's do your left turn first. Okay, now move when you're ready. End of the road, we're going to turn left, then watch. You change it, but I don't know why you changed it. You never discussed with me. You never told me I was doing a fault. This is why you changed it. You never said to me that I'm showing you the weakness, or you don't even ask me, you didn't check me, but you just done it. You done it, which is good, but not keeping me in the loop as a client, you're just doing a one-person job. Failing to explain me why we change. Not let me analyze why we change. So that's called full lesson planning, 4 lines. After that, I will go straight to the teaching part first. Then we come to the risk part. So that this link with the teaching more. Teaching is more simple. Okay? What's the time now? Should we take a break?
Yeah.
Tea, coffee?
Thank you.
Then we come back again. Your full lesson,
This one, is it available online? On the-
all in the same one. When I will send you,
Yeah.
when these pages will start, in the start the pages you will get sample. That one, and the background sample for that one. Just easy one to do it. Yes, I also take it.
Is it PDF file? You send it?
I have a PDF. I can send you the
If
emails.
you make it PDF, would be
Yeah.
better.
I think it's still showing me in the PDF. So if I send you from the computer before I go with every email, I take from everyone. Then we can check.
Thank you.
आपने नहीं पीनी?
जाता हूँ अब ठीक है
हाँ, ठीक.